Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they come. And together we shall work with our great leader, maq Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network, to make our Biafran dream a reality and pull the Fulani Janjaweed to shame. He said, the terrorist Fulani Janjaweed elites have threatened Biafran governors to return the bailout fund given to them by the Fulani Nigerian government, which they have all looted, in exchange for the Fulani terrorist bandits to take over and overrun Biafra ancestral land. That is the reason why the Southeast governors are allowing the Fulani terrorists in military uniforms to commit genocide in Biafra land without fighting back. That is also the reason why the Biafran governor of Cross River State, Ben Ayade, have refused to sign the anti-open grazing ban, claiming that the killer terrorist Fulani herdsmen are his brothers. Imagine the power of looting. They have looted their fund, and they are afraid that the Fulani Janjaweed will come after them with their EFCC and lock them up, or take over, or, ask them to refund all the looted funds. And that is why they are doing the Fulani biddings. Biafrans must understand that most of their political and traditional leaders have sold their conscience and soul to the Fulani Janjaweed. And they are doing the biddings of the Fulani slave masters in order to protect their own interests. IPOB lambasts northern groups, calls them ignorant, hypocritical for opposing maq Kanu's release. IPOB have said it is to Nigerians' benefit that some Igbo elders are asking Buhari for the unconditional release of our leader, maq Kanu. IPOB slammed all the northern groups that have spoken against the plea by the Igbo stakeholders that Buhari should let maq Kanu regain his freedom. IPOB said the northern groups have only displayed their self-centeredness and ignorance, adding that it has confirmed the reason why IPOB has been seeking to have Southeast break away from Nigeria. It warned then that the groups, that is the northern Fulani groups, should desist from insulting Southeast elders and leaders. IPOB stated this in a statement by its Media and Publicity Secretary, Emma Powerful. The statement described the antagonism as shameful display of stupidity and arrogance by the Fulani Janjaweed control pro-Northern associations under the auspices of Northern Consensus Movement, NCM, where they voiced their opposition to the visit of Igbo elders, especially elder statesman Chief Mbazurike Amechi and other respected, credible Igbo leaders, to Buhari to ask for the unconditional release of maq Kanu. The ranting by these criminal terrorist Fulani groups are not only disgusting but provocative, and one of the very reasons Why Biafrans agitate for self-determination? How can we Biafrans continue to belong to the same country with the Fulani Janjaweed who are self-centered and don't reason objectively? We Biafrans don't want to dignify this inconsequential group, the Northern Fulani groups, but we just want the world to note that these were the same charlatans responsible for the killings of Biafrans living in the north even before the Nigerian Civil War in 1967 to 1970. They were the same one. The Fulani groups are still the masterminds of unprovoked and senseless attack on Biafrans living in the north up till this date. The Fulani Janjaweed group want to keep us together in this bondage so they can continue in their genocidal attack against us Biafrans. But it is too late because Biafra shall be free. Çụkwuokikeabiama has ordained Biafran's freedom, and there is nothing the Fulani Janjaweed can do about it. We Biafrans were warning these northern attack dogs to stop disparaging Igbo leaders, traditional rulers, and respected bishops who made out time to meet the impostor Buhari in Abuja for a peaceful resolution of the debacle. These are the real enemies of Nigeria who don't want peace to prevail because of their selfish interests. That is the Fulani Janjaweed. They are very selfish. They want to Islamize Nigeria. They want to Fulanize Nigeria, but it will never work. Biafra must go. Biafra must be free. We Biafrans, we believe much in what we are pursuing, and the Fulani Janjaweed ranting cannot afford to move us in our resolve to get Biafra. It is quite appalling and unfortunate that these attention seekers are showcasing their stupidity and ignorance to the world by coming out openly to rant in the very manner they did. They should stop pretending that they don't see the handwriting on the wall against the Fulani Nigerian government and its security apparatus for the extraordinary rendition of maq Kanu from Kenya. IPOB called these northern groups hypocritical for not speaking against many attacks by terrorist agents against Christians in the north, also for keeping mute while an Islamic cleric, a Fulani Janjaweed, Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, went about negotiating on behalf of the terrorist Fulani bandits. Where were these shameless, hypocritical or hypocrites, Fulani groups, when the suicide bomber, a Fulani Janjaweed, Kabiru Sokoto, behind the December 2011 Christmas Day bombing of St. Teresa Catholic Church, Madala, near Abuja, that claimed scores of Christian worshippers? He claimed their lives. And he was released from prison by Buhari himself. And the Fulani DPO that was responsible for his release was promoted to an inspector, Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIG. He was promoted. Where are these elements without conscience as the Fulani federal government has continued not to only release but also absorb into the security apparatus of Nigeria thousands of captured Boko Haram terrorists and terrorist Fulani bandits responsible for the daily senseless killings of innocent Nigerians, including security operatives? Why are these ethnic bigots, the Fulani Janjaweed, getting agitated and unsettled because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who committed no crime, to ask for referendum for the freedom of his people, is involved? Where were these hypocrites when Sheikh Ahmed Gumi was and is still negotiating with terrorist Fulani bandits and midwifing the release of their victim after billions of nairas and hard currencies were paid as ransom? Where were they? The Fulani will not continue to call the shots in the zoo called Nigeria. Kingdoms rise and fall. Tyranny does not last for too long, as many tyrants have since gone the way of all flesh. They will go. The Fulani Nigerian government, in collaboration with the Supreme Court Administrator of Imo State, Hopeless Uzodinjo, used the Fulani-controlled Nigerian police and army at Ihiala police station to kill over 200 Biafrans, protesting the closure of their road for months, which is causing them untold hardship. Instead of the Fulani-controlled Nigerian police and army and Biafran politicians to listen to the people, they attacked the unarmed Biafrans and killed over 200 of them. But the Nigerian police and army, they ran away to call for reinforcement when the Biafran youth joined the peaceful protest. When more Biafran youth joined peaceful protests, they ran. What do you expect when the Fulani-controlled Nigerian police and military men deployed to the towns and roads in southeastern states are mostly Fulani operatives, still nursing the Nigerian Biafra war? They are still nursing that mentality. Added to that is that Biafrans have compromised governors and politicians as leaders who are unable to stand up to the Fulani Nigerian government and their terrorists in military uniforms. What the Fulani Nigerian government is doing in southeastern states, in Biafra land, will never happen in any other region, because their governors and political leaders will raise voices in condemnation and demand for explanation. The only solution for freedom for Igbos in Biafra is Biafran restoration, because our continued stay in the zoo called Nigeria will help the Fulani who derive joy in genocide and ethnic cleansing in Biafra land. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.